So last night, the Nedcomas group had some amazing guests in the building, the like of Donjazzy, the like of Phyno, the like of Emoney, the like of a lot of amazing people. They all came out massively to celebrate one of their own. And we all know that Nedcomas is actually owned by Ned Okonkwo, and it's a real estate company where they deal in housing and all of that stuff. Now, yesterday they celebrated 20 years of amazing excellence in the I would say real estate business. So far so good. It was an awesome time. They had a lot of fun, few time, Phyno perform. All of that is what I'll be sharing with you here. So take your time, listen to the video, watch it fully, and listen to the speech from the CEO at this particular event. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a comment.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you having fun, people? Are you ready to have the Nedcomas? We have a big masquerade in the building. A big masquerade. A big masquerade is coming right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Lagos, Nigeria. If you're ready, I am ready. Make some noise as I make one.
And today is one of those days that will wake up and thank God for giving someone like me the opportunity to fulfill my dream. That is, if I ever had a dream. Because you can imagine what would have happened to a young boy like me. My elder sister is here. Before I continue the speech, the Ikwerre of my town is here. His Royal Highness Ikwerre Gerald Amai. My elder brother Joto is here. Our past President General, Joto, Chief Donatus Anozie is here. My very beloved brother, Chief Emmanuel Franco Kafo, Joto, is also here to celebrate with me. A man that we started this journey years ago. My friend, my brother, Yesufu Nanka. If I have my way, I'll turn into Yesufu Joto. Green light pharmaceuticals, because he's been an amazing brother. My friend and brother, Ataka Sweet Homes, is also here. Our former president at Club F15, Chief Chinedu Akajobi, is here. I will not forget my father in the Lord, Pastor Dodman Akinlabi, who flew in tonight, straight from the airport, and he has stepped his foot here. Thank you, PG, for all the prayers, all the support. My beloved elder brother. I have two of my elder brothers seated on my table. My elder brother, Kester, a very wonderful brother. Thank you so much for coming. My mentor, my biggest brother, Chief Allen Onyema, a man who has changed the airline business in Africa for the better, employing thousands upon thousands of people. If you do not know, he started his career in real estate. And so he's very big in real estate. My story will be incomplete without recognizing very specially the representative of His Royal Majesty, Oba Bolahon, the Kabiyesi, the the Oba of Oniru Kingdom, represented by my friend and brother here. My story started in Oniru. I may not be able to mention every other person's name here, but you know very much from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate your coming here at such a very short notice. My story started in Oniru. A woman called Tawa Oriola decided to give me an opportunity. I was working in Excel Human Resource Outsourcing on a salary of 68,000 naira. When one of my very wonderful friends and brother, Henry, is Henry here? Okay, maybe he's on his way. Henry said he had a deal, and that deal was an opportunity to develop a property. And he called me and said, Ken, motive pay Oleshe, I think you can do it. And he said he will take me to the woman, and the woman will take me to her sister who owns the property. And when we got there, we saw people seated. They asked, can you develop this property, a bungalow, to become 4 units of room and parlor self-contained? The owner of the property land will take 1, and you, the developer, will take 3. And I said, I can do it on a salary of 68,000 naira. It was a near impossible task. But when I left that place, I started working it out. How many people do I need to call to collect their money and put in that property and develop it? And so I wrote a list. And I called some of my friends. Is Tom here? Tom gave me the opportunity to get my first job. He recommended me to his elder brother, Charles Modo Jr. And Charles Modo Jr. employed me in Excel. He was on Tom's recommendation. And I called Tom. I said, Tom, your salary is small. Can you bring part of your money, if you have saved any, so that we can put in this project and develop this property? And Tom said, I don't think I can put any money down. That project cost me about 950,000 naira to develop the first bungalow. And when we developed it, rent then was 250,000 naira. Luckily for me, we got 3 people who rented, and I went to refund some of those who gave me the loan to be able to do that property. And from that property, I went on to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And as I was doing all of those, one day I decided to sell some of those long leases. And so I would say, if your lease was 12 years left, I'll tell you, let me calculate your rent, divide it into 2, pay me the money, and then I was able to recoup back block sum of money, and with that money, I started my journey in real estate. The rest, they say, is history. And so my story will be incomplete if that were not possible. My wife I met in Oniru 18 years ago while I was developing those properties and still living in Oniru. There's a video that you guys are going to watch, and I think they'll cue it when I step down from here. Do you guys have the video? Multimedia? Okay. They'll play later. So I met my wife in Oniru and we started cutting, and for some few months we were appealing to my father-in-law to allow her to marry me, that I'm capable. You know, like Banky W would say. And while my father-in-law was still thinking about it, I was working in Excel then. My last boss is here. Point, please, wave to everyone. Point, we worked at Amazon Energy. She was my last boss in Amazon Energy. 15 years, 7 months ago. That was when I said goodbye to her. Point, I will not be coming back to work here again. And I left Amazon Energy. And so, my wife told me, please don't tell my father that you have just resigned your job. He has not yet accepted that you will marry me. So if you tell him, he may change his mind. And so we kept the secret. And so December 5th, my My father-in-law, 15 years ago, December 5th, my father-in-law gave out his Ikwerre like he always says. So that young boy who he didn't know didn't have a job and has turned himself into an entrepreneur. And she stayed with me, and today we've been able to build this group of companies that everybody sees here and celebrates. I want to say a special thank you to everyone who has supported us on this journey. Our bankers, my friends, my elder sister, my brothers, most especially my highly, very hardworking recipient staff who will work and do the impossible. When I give them those targets and say, we want to build 700 units, and everybody will look, this man wants to kill us, but then he has said it. In my organization, we always say that we leave no one behind. We work like the Marines. We support one another. We work very hard. And when we work very hard, we also party very hard. So I want to say thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. God bless you all for coming to celebrate. Thank you very much. I'm sure the one knows that work out.
So they will take notes, Caris take notes. I'm looking for more.